everyone, welcome to the ingredient channel. Today we're making hot and sour soup, the most popular soup that offered by almost every Chinese restaurant. In this video, we're making our own authentic version. It is a bit complicated to prepare. However, if you are being persistent, I promise you it is so worth the effort. First of all, we need dry shiitake mushroom and black fungus. To rehydrate them, you can soak a few pieces for 4 hours, or a faster way is to soak them in the hot water for almost 20 minutes. Then they will be fully rehydrated. We just need to clean them. And then we need sea kelp. And this is the special ingredient, which is the frozen tofu. You will need the firm tofu, just throw it into the freezer for about 2 hours, and then they're ready. Then I cut about 2 ounces of chicken tender. Use light soy sauce, garlic powder, and 5 spices to marinate it for about 20 minutes. I use chicken tender, but a good alternative could be the chicken breast or any lean pork meat. I favor chicken tender for this soup is because of the tenderness of the meat. Then we're going to rub and massage the meat so that it can absorb liquids completely. Remember, the trick is to stir it in one direction. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of starch, potato starch, and mix it well, and then set aside for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to spend time to chop lots of ingredients. I also use the Enoki mushroom. Any mushroom is okay as long as they're fresh mushroom, but Enoki, I don't need to chop them anymore. Then we're going to shred some carrot for taste and the garnish. Make it better looking soup. Then we're gonna shred the sea kelp. Some of sea kelp has a very thick layer of salt, so make sure that you deep clean them, soak them for a while, and then we're going to shred them. And now we're cutting the dried black fungus into thin threads as well. And same thing for the mushroom. Because shiitake mushroom has the meat is rather thick, so we actually slice them into 2 pieces before we chop it into threads. This is the tofu after it was defrosted. As you see, it's kind of like a sponge, and that's exactly why it is perfect for making soup, because it can absorb the delicious soup into all of the little small bubbles that it has. The protein has changed the texture because of the low temperature. This is a very traditional way of eating tofu in my hometown, which is in the northern part of China. And then in a small bowl, we're going to prepare the liquid ingredients. So I add some of the chicken base, about half a cup of water, and then add the light soy sauce, dark soy sauce for color, about 1 tablespoon of sugar, mix well. This is the first cup of liquid ingredient. Keep it in mind because we're going to separate these 2 cups. Now this is the second cup. We're going to grind some black pepper. We need a lot black pepper. The more you add it, the more spicy the soup is going to be. So for me, I use about 1 tablespoon. And then the same amount of red chili powder, mix well. And then we're going to add about 5 to 6 teaspoons potato starch. This is to make the soup thicker. So depending on how much water you add in there, you may need to adjust the amount a little bit, the portion a little bit. Add the Chinese rice vinegar, about 1/4 of a cup. And then we're going to add about 3/4 of cups of water. Mix it well. Set aside. In a pot, add about 2 cups of water. And then the red chili pepper, shredded as well, and ginger, minced ginger. We're going to add the first cup of liquid ingredients. If you remember, you can rewind the video and watch it. Make sure the sequence is super important. Then we're going to add all of the solid ingredient except the chicken tender. So this is the mushroom, the tofu, the carrots, and then the black fungus and the sea kelp. All of them, put it in. Bring all of the ingredients to a boil. Yes, we need to add a few teaspoons of salt. And then we're going to bring all of them to a boil. Simmer for about 15 minutes. Then this is the time we are going to add the chicken tender in. Make sure you separate them, otherwise they could change into a meatball, which is something we don't want. And bring it to another boil and simmer for about 1 minute. The chicken tender color turning white and nice. Looks so tender as well. this is the time we're going to drip in the starch mix, which is the second cup of liquid ingredients, as the vinegar and the starch. You want to separate, them into two portions, and so add one portion first and stir it, and you see the soup is getting thicker, and add the rest of the liquid ingredients in. And I'm also using the soup to clean the bottom of the cup so I don't waste any ingredients, even a teeny little bit. And then just stir it, and you can feel the soup is getting thicker. Bring it to a boil, simmer for about 2 minutes, and you see the large bubbles showing up. That means the soup is ready. Garnish with parsley and scallion, and it's ready. I hope you enjoy this recipe. It is so good to have you. I hope you check out the rest of the videos in my channel, and I'll see you next time. Please support and subscribe. Thank you.